Okay, picture this. A hospital, right? It's supposed to be a place for healing, saving lives.
Right. The whole point.
But now, imagine that same place decades later, just abandoned, decrepit, falling apart.
It's creepy enough already.
But what if some of these forgotten places hold secrets? Secrets so disturbing, so baffling, they kind of redefined everything we thought we knew about information, memory, even identity itself.
Okay.
Welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah.
Today, we're cracking open a file that, well, it seems like it was never supposed to exist.
Yeah.
We're talking about the red folder.
The red folder. Got it.
And this isn't just like a spooky story. It's this unsettling collection of actual source materials. We're talking real notes, a burned cassette tape, some really chilling photos.
Okay. Real stuff.
Yeah. And they paint this picture of a medical mystery that's,
Yeah.
well, it's way beyond ordinary. So our mission today is to really unpack every unsettling detail we can find within this folder.
All right. Let's do it.
We'll look into how it was found, which is, strange enough, the patient it talks about, this enigmatic figure, and the just completely inexplicable stuff that happened after it showed up,
Yeah.
even after the hospital was supposedly empty.
Okay. A lot to cover.
So get ready to think about what it actually means for something to be recorded,
Yeah.
and what happens when information seems to, well, actively fight against being forgotten.
Like it has a life of its own.
Something like that. We're diving into a file that seems to remember things, even when people tried really hard to forget.
Okay. So where do we start? Let's set the scene for you. It's 2005, Detroit.
Right.
And the location is the old South Pine Medical Center. Now, this place had been abandoned for over a decade.
Since the fire, right.
Exactly. Since a bad fire ripped through the East Wing back in 1993. So flash forward to '05, you've got a demolition crew in there.
Doing the clear out.
Yeah, the grim work, clearing arrested file cabinets, junk in the basement. Standard stuff for a demo site.
Yeah, and that's when they find it.
That's when they find it. One of the workers, pulling out these old cabinets, finds something wedged behind a broken wall panel.
Wow.
Okay? And it's a red folder, stained with, well, it looked like blood.
And no patient name.
Nope, nothing. Just a single stark identifier.
Yeah.
731G.
731G. Okay, so what's inside?
Well, it's a weird mix. Some old black and white photos, a cassette tape, looks like it was burned around the edges,
Burned up.
and 14 pages of handwritten notes. And the handwriting, it's all over the place. Erratic, like pure panic.
Any key phrases? Anything jump out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's this one sentence. It shows up 5 times on different pages, just chilling. It says, Room 3B was never supposed to open.
Never supposed to open. Okay, that's ominous. So these notes, they're building this terrifying picture, but what about the patient? Subject 731G.
Right. The folder has details. Male, mid-30s maybe, admitted in 1992.
Okay.
And the reason for admission, severe catatonia and dissociative episodes. But again, no name, no family contacts, just subject, 731G.
Did he interact with anyone? Did he talk?
The notes say explicitly, he never spoke, never uttered a word, but he did one thing. Constantly.
What was that?
He stared.
Just stare.
Yeah. And the really unsettling part is the effect this seemed to have on the staff. Nurses, doctors,
What kind of effect?
they started reporting these really disturbing symptoms, like mirroring him almost. After spending time near his room or with him, they'd forget their own names.
Forget their own names. Seriously.
Yeah. Or start stuttering suddenly. One note mentions nurses scratching at their own faces when they looked in a mirror.
Whoa. That's deeply unsettling. Is there any, explanation offered in the notes? Any theory about why he had this identity-stealing vibe?
Not really a theory, but one doctor wrote something incredibly direct. Just said, when I look into his eyes, I feel like I'm losing parts of myself.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, and it gets even stranger when you look at the hospital's own records. Or lack thereof.
How so?
Well, remember Room 3B? The one that wasn't supposed to open?
There was absolutely no record of a Room 3B in the hospital's digital archive. It just wasn't there. And in the physical files, all the patient ID numbers numerically surrounding 731G.
Let me guess. Blank.
Completely blank, as if he and that room were just wiped, erased from the official record. Like they tried to pretend they never existed.
An erasure that didn't quite stick, obviously, because of this folder.
Exactly. The folder survived.
So besides the notes and the photos, you mentioned a cassette tape. A burned one.
Yeah. The label just said, Day 6 post-incident audio only.
Post-incident. Okay. What's on it?
Well, when they played it back, most of it, maybe 3 minutes or so, is just low static, kind of fuzzy.
Okay.
And then the screaming starts.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You can hear a woman's voice, maybe a nurse, she's crying, hysterical, and repeating these awful phrases, things like, "It's not him anymore."
Not him anymore?
Yeah. And "It's wearing him now. We should never have opened the door."
Who's wearing him now? What does that even mean?
Then silence on the tape. Just dead air.
And then?
After the silence, this raspy male voice. Just one sentence. It says, "You'll see me when you forget who you are."
Chills. Okay.
Yeah.
Just chills. Whose voice was it?
That's the thing. According to checks against hospital records, that voice didn't match any known staff member or any patient on record at South Pine.
So, an unknown voice, recorded after some incident, talking about seeing someone when they forget themselves. This is layers upon layers of weird.
It really is, and it raises this fundamental question for you, listening. How do you even process a detail like that? What does it mean for something or someone to be recorded or present in that context?
Yeah, it's messing with the basics.
Yeah.
It gets even weirder when you connect it back to that hospital fire, right? The one in 93.
Exactly. December 1993, big fire, East Wing. Tragically, 7 people died.
A major event for the hospital.
Yeah.
Led to its closure eventually.
Right. But here's where it goes from tragic to just impossible.
Oh.
That fire, it ravaged the East Wing. But one room, room 3B,
Let me guess. Untouched.
completely untouched, perfect condition. Like the fire just went around it, didn't even scorch the door.
How is that possible?
Nobody knows. But inside that miraculously preserved room, they found a single hospital orderly dead.
Oh, God.
His eyes had been gouged out, and his fingernails were dug deep into the wall plaster, like buried in there. The report said that it's like he was trying to dig his way out.
Dig his way out of a room the fire didn't even touch. Okay.
And now think about the folder again. The red folder. It was supposedly destroyed in that same 1993 fire. That was the official line. Anything related was gone.
Yeah.
But it was found in 2005, wedged in a wall, after the hospital shut down. And get this, some of the pages inside it, they're dated 1995.
Wait, dated after the fire, after the hospital was closed.
2 years after. How does that work? How does a supposedly destroyed folder reappear years later with new entries dated after its destruction?
No, it's impossible. It defies basic logic. Time logic.
Precisely. It's a paradox.
So this folder, it's like it has this enduring legacy, a haunting presence, almost literally. What happened after the demolition crew found it?
Well, they did the standard thing, turned it over to the local Detroit police. Evidence, right?
Makes sense.
But just 3 days after it was logged into the police evidence room,
Yep.
it vanished.
Vanished from a police lockup.
Poof.
Yeah.
Gone. No sign of forced entry, no record of it being checked out. Just gone.
Okay, now that's really weird. Like he didn't want to be held.
Maybe. And the strangeness didn't stop there. The demolition of the hospital, it got delayed, then delayed again. Indefinitely. It's still standing there, abandoned.
So people could still get in. Urban explorers, maybe?
Oh, yeah. And people have.
Huh.
Over the years, urban explorers who've broken into the abandoned South Pine building have reported some really chilling stuff. Consistent stuff.
Like what?
Finding a locked door up on the 3rd floor, East Wing. Peeling paint, but you can just make out the numbers.
3 room. Still there. Still locked.
And reports of hearing scratching sounds from behind that wall.
Scratching. Like the orderly.
Maybe. And one explorer group, they reported finding something written on a dusty mirror inside one of the rooms. In what looked like, well, blood.
Oh no. What did it say?
It just read, "I am you now."
I am you now. Okay, that connects back to the whole identity thing. Losing yourself. Wow.
And there's one final, really unsettling piece. Before the folder vanished from the police station, remember, it was 2005, digital cameras were a thing.
Someone took pictures.
One of the demolition crew guys, or maybe an early explorer who saw it briefly, managed to snap some photos of the contents and upload them online to some forum before it disappeared entirely.
What did they show?
Various pages of the notes, the burn tape, but one photo was of a patient in a hospital bed.
731 JG.
Presumably. Expressionless face, bald head, hooked up to some old wires. There was no caption with the photo on the website. But the image file name itself?
What was it?
Self.jpg.
.jpg. Okay. That's deeply disturbing on multiple levels.
Right. So we've kind of peeled back the layers here of the red folder. It's this collection of sources, notes, audio, photos, the folder itself, that just completely challenges how we think about places like hospitals, about record keeping, even about what identity is.
Yeah, from this patient who leaves no real trace except this feeling of terror and dissolution.
To a room that somehow defies a massive fire.
And a folder that seems to, regenerate. reappear with new information after it was supposedly destroyed.
It just shows some information, maybe some stories. They refuse to be forgotten. They refuse to stay buried.
This whole deep dive into the red folder, it really leaves you with this chilling thought, doesn't it? Like, what if recording something, writing it down, taping it, it doesn't just preserve it?
What if it does something more?
Yeah, what if it somehow grants it, I don't know, a kind of will, an ability to resist being erased, to manipulate things? The source material itself had that line.
Which one?
We remember patients by their names, but some are remembered only by their numbers.
Right. And some remember us back.
Exactly. Some remember us back. That hits different after hearing all this.
It really makes you reconsider the nature of information. Is it just static data, or can some information, some records, almost become sentient? Watching, waiting, influencing.
It suggests this reality where records aren't just things we recall, but things that can actively remember us, things that resist being destroyed, and it can even change our perception.
Yeah, and maybe the most terrifying knowledge out there isn't actually what we discover.
But what discovers us?
Exactly.
Well, we hope this deep dive into the red folder has given you plenty to think about. About documented facts, sure, but also about the profound mysteries that might lie just beyond them.
Definitely food for thought.
So maybe be careful what files you decide to open, especially, the ones that aren't supposed to exist in the first place.
Please subscribe to our channel. Your support motivates us to create even more great content for you. Thank you so much.